Good morning. So I'm in the doggies' yard. They've got a nice yard, as you can see. Very green, very wet, very soggy. I've had to put this cover on this area of the grass because the dogs destroy it because they're constantly walking over it. So I've decided I'm covering it, and it seems to be helping. The grass can still grow. Anyway, this video is actually an update on these camellias. These were grafted off my 10 foot tall bush where I used to live in my old garden, and I air grafted them. I did a video on it, and it's probably 4 years ago. Yeah, it should be bigger, but it's surviving, and it's from my old garden, and I love it. And this one, I don't think you can even buy this one anymore. I've never seen it. I bought the mother of this one close to 40 years ago, and I couldn't leave the old house and not take a part of it with me, so I grafted this camellia the same way. I got sphagnum moss after I cut the bark off the branch from the area where I wrapped the sphagnum moss around, and then I put foil around it and just twisted it on each end, and the roots grew. It had barely any roots when I cut it because I should have done this much sooner, but this is the result. So I'm very happy that I have my most favourite camellia in my new garden. And this is one I bought probably 40 years ago, and it lived most of its life in a pot under my elm tree at the old house, and it's been in the ground here for 2 years, and it seems to be coping. It's getting a bit more sun than it likes, but it hasn't really bothered it too much. And the same with this one. It also lived in a pot for many years. It's got a geranium growing up it, but it has a pretty little pink flower like that. It's pink and white. It's really pretty. So anyway, they seem to have survived very well. And last but not least, my sister bought me this one a few years back, about 7-8 years ago, for a birthday, and my puppies totally tore it to bits. But because she'd given it to me, I decided I'd nurse it back to health, and it has a really lovely blood red flower on it. You can just see it, a little bit of it in the corner there. It's a nice, really pretty one. So I'm hoping it will do well. So far so good, and I'm very happy. I also brought these azaleas with me. I bought these around about the same time I bought those other camellias from a little garden centre that a Greek guy used to run. I don't think he's alive anymore. And I bought 3 of these. 2 of them are still doing well, so I haven't put them in the ground because I think if we do move from here, I'm going to take them with me. So I'm not prepared to leave them behind for some uncaring person to kill. This is number 2 azalea. It's the red one, the same as the other one. It's doing pretty good, and I know they shouldn't be in dishes, but because they're under the eaves, they actually don't get the rain. So I fill the dishes with water and leave them for a few weeks. And one of them had almost died because it wasn't getting any water. So the azaleas are fine in the dishes. You can see on the ground they don't get rain where they are. Anyway, time to go. There's a grey house again. It seems to pop up in all my filming because it's very hard to film and not avoid it. He's a lovely neighbour, but anyway, I don't think he really wants his house all over YouTube. Anyway guys, you have a lovely what day is it? Tuesday. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.